Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your October 1st through 10th, 2018 reading for you. Now I've shuffled and meditated upon the cards, so we are going to see what these 10 days have in store for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Okay. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. Okay. This is very interesting, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Alright. You are looking at all the ways that you have failed. And actually, from this reading, I'm going to put this card down for a minute. You are taking on a lot of burdens, okay? And you might even be feeling overwhelmed that aren't yours alone, and that you don't need to be you don't need to be carrying them, okay? You're trying to take responsibility for too much. You're being very much a Taurus right now, which I love about you. You are sitting there and saying, it's my responsibility, things are supposed to move smoothly, I'm going to make things better, okay? Conflict, sorrow, taking burdens, knowing your mind, protecting your home. And what you're looking at is you're kind of saying, look at all the ways that I have failed. Look at all the ways that I haven't succeeded. And you have to stop, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Because even though you might be feeling overwhelmed, even though you are feeling stressed and it's too much, it's not. Well, it is, okay? You have to draw a line. But you are so strong and you are so powerful. And you are going to turn around, and instead of looking at the betrayal, at the hurt, because you can think of these as the Three of Cups, which for me is a sign of betrayal. You have here the Two of Cups behind you, and that's not what you're focusing on. You're focusing on the hurt and the pain and kind of the world being painted in grays. And here, behind you, is the Two of Cups, the healing card, the Minor Arcana Lover's card, that is going to kind of pick you up and heal you and move you forward. Here, don't cry over spilt milk, don't cry over spilt wine. You're okay. You're okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. You are moving forward in your prosperity. Your waters might be a bit choppy. You know, it might be you're going through some hard stuff. Even if everything outwardly looks perfect, inwardly, because the cups represent emotions, things are hard right now. And that's okay. But you are still loved, and you still have blessings behind you and healings. And there is a bridge, and you can walk to your castle, your home, your place of security, okay? Or wherever it is that you feel tranquil, and you can move forward in that healing. Don't let sorrow steal your 10 days, because it can. It can turn into conflict, it can turn into arguments, it can sour everything. It's like adding lemon to milk. It just curdles it all. Or I learned ginger, which is not cool. But you are moving forward in the prosperity of self, because you have here your dreams, your hopes coming true to you. And you have yourself here represented by the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is representing you. It could also be representing an air sign, a Libra, an Aquarius, a Gemini, helping you cut through the nonsense, cut through the doubts, cut through the fears. But it's you yourself, because this reading is about you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You are cutting through, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You are cutting through the doubts and the fears. You are cutting through the chains that are holding you back. Okay, think of it as like cords, and we're always connected to kind of everybody we meet, everybody we see. Their energy kind of comes in, and you're cutting away the negativity with that sword. You're also knowing your mind. You're brilliant, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. You are. You have this power of self that is beautiful. You're using your thoughts and your memories, Hunin and Munin in Norse mythology, to guide you forward. Okay, but you're not being controlled by the past. It's being used as a guidance. You're guarding your thoughts because everybody doesn't need to know your business. You have your armor on over your head, guarding your thoughts, guarding what it is that you want. And again, I don't know, I can't remember if I said it, but don't be sharp-tongued. Try to be calm and centered and focused on what it is that you want. This is moving forward in a bit of wisdom, but also in the divine right to live in happiness, to live in joy, and to live in free expression of yourself. And that could be where the sorrow is coming from. You don't feel as if you can say what it is that you want to say, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Or there's a feeling as if your thoughts and you're not able to express yourself the way that you want to. For some of you. For others of you, it's feeling frustrated, it's feeling sorrowful, and then you know your mind. Okay, because this is a general reading, it's different for everybody. But then you have the Seven of Cups. You have the sorrow, you have yourself knowing yourself. There's a sense of strength to you, Taurus. Even though there's a sense of just it kind of being too much from these cards right here that I'm getting. You know yourself. You know what it is that you want. And you're seeing that you are getting these gifts because you are standing firm. You're standing firm to who you are. And you're going through this transformation. And I think it's because of this transformation that things are being kind of stirred up. Think of the water being turned in the lake or in the river, or whatever that is, and it becomes dirty and mucky. But you're going through this transformation with the butterflies. You are moving forward. You are seeing what it is that you want. Moving forward in friendship to self, but also in joy and in happiness. Having love, peace, flexibility of mind and spirit, prosperity of home, prosperity, victory, and courage. Guiding you. Excuse me, this is going to feel overwhelming. The sense of the Seven of Cups. Sometimes it is also represented as a daydream card, but I don't usually see it that way. It's as if you're seeing all the possibilities, and it's transforming the way that you look at things. Taurus, you're looking at a very big picture, and you're wanting to move forward in the most prosperous, joyous, bountiful way. And you are. So don't doubt. Don't sit there and think that you're making the wrong decisions, because you're not. You're moving forward in prosperity of self, in getting what it is that you want, what it is that is most dear to you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And that's a sense of peace. My eye keeps on going to the dove. That is a sense of peace after a time of struggle and after a time of discord, okay? This is saying that there could be arguments from October 1st to the 10th, that there could be misunderstandings, and this can easily blow up into something bigger. This could easily become something much more intense than as it started. So if you can avoid arguments at this time, that would be optimal. But if you can't, then walking away from the situation, diffusing the situation, not being combative, because that's going to hold you back. Because it also almost feels as if an argument has led to feeling sorrowful. And you're seeking to protect yourself, to protect your prosperity. With the Four of Pentacles, it's making me think of the home. Protecting what you love. And it doesn't have to be your physical home. It could just be the place that you feel secure and safe. You're guarding your solar plexus. It's as if you've had enough. I feel from these cards as if life has been a struggle. And you've had enough of it, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And you don't want it anymore. It's as if you're saying, you know what? You fight. You struggle. I'm going to protect me. And I'm going to stop. You have to stop. That's it. Taking on the burdens of other people. And saying, okay, if I only do this, everything will calm down. Some fights are for others. Protect yourself. Don't let them wound you the way that they seem to be wanting to. and move forward in prosperity, because that's what you're doing, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful that you are sitting there and you're saying, you know what, enough is enough. Yeah, that's it. Enough is enough. I have myself grounded. I have myself protected. I am moving forward in my prosperity. I'm gathering all my knowledge, all my understanding, and I am moving on. And I don't know if this situation is at work, if this is at home. If this isn't telling you to quit your job or anything like that. This is saying that you are standing up for yourself. You know your mind, you know what you want, and you want peace. You're having a transformation of self, and you are walking away from what no longer works for you. And that's the sense of discord. You are defending what it is that you desire, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and you are going after it. The angels are guiding you. They're carrying something that is too heavy. This is your knowledge. This is your understanding. And there's something that is just a bit too heavy for you that they're helping you carry, and there is something that just has to be let go. It just does. It has to be let go. Because it's going to be too much. It's going to weigh you down if you take it with you. And you're moving on. You're moving on to something better. Because your clarifying cards are the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles is beautiful. It is harvest coming in. It's also love. A sense of true love. It's a sense of harmony. For those of you who aren't looking for love, it's a sense of joy and understanding. And I say true love because swans mate for life. It's a sense of security. It's a sense of finding where you belong. It's either finding that person that you belong with after a time of tremendous struggle. You are starting to find what it is that you want from somebody, what it is that you want from a partner, or it is, finding that peace after a time that seems to just be as if you want to scream. You want to take a pillow, hold it to your face, and scream. Here, I don't know why I'm getting that so strongly for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And after that, it's released. It is released. You sit there, you make up your mind, you release it, and then you start to see this prosperity come in. Your harvest pay off. You're not trusting everyone, okay? You have people to help you, people in your corner, but make sure you look over what they're doing. You have your knife guarding your purse. Make sure you know where your money's going. Your falcon here is hunting, and falconry, they can see so much more than you can. It's looking not just at what's before you, but at the big picture, and then change starts coming in. And this is a change. That's exactly how I feel it. It's a change that is a sigh, because this was intense, okay? And for all of you, it's going to be different, because this is a general reading. And these aren't major arcana cards here, so it isn't as if, the tower is coming in and pulling you down. For some of you, this could be a day of just feeling as if, enough is enough, and starting to focus on what it is that you want. And for others of you, this could have been so long in coming. This could have been you putting up with so much that, as Katharine Hepburn would say, in this Philadelphia story, my sainted aunt, you would be that sainted aunt. You would be that person that people look and say, why did you put up with all of this? How did you put up with all of this? I would have lost it a long time ago. But you didn't. And you're not losing it. You are standing up for yourself. And you are moving forward in your prosperity. And things start to change. And you start to see it. And you don't act right away because you're sitting there and you're like, okay, let me take it in. You're still in protective mode. That Four of Pentacles is coming in. And you're saying, okay, let me take it in. Because I'm not being fooled again. And then things start to change quickly. You start to see it coming in. You start seeing things fall into place. Fall into bounty, fall into beauty. Having this Nine of Pentacles energy come in and give you your prosperity that you have been seeking. Giving you the joy and the happiness that harvests that new dawn. Okay. Because this is how it goes. There could have been fighting, or there has been fighting, arguing, misunderstandings, disagreements. They could blow up, they could stay small. But it's something that is adding stress to you. And for some of you, Taurians, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendants, this has been coming a long time. This has been a sense of discord, a sense of things like, think of life as a symphony. Think of it as a song, if you don't like symphonies. And there's just one wrong key. And every time that key is pressed, or hit, or whatever, it takes away from the whole beauty of the music. That's this discord here. And that disharmony that's coming in is making it so that you look at things and you say, wow, you know, if only I could have fixed that. If only I could have done better. If only I could have been more. And you start looking at all the ways that, all the things that haven't gone right, and all the ways that you should have fixed it. But this here isn't just your lesson. This is other people's lessons too. And you can't take that away from them, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And so, instead of looking at the negative, because this can steal your whole 10 days, and so much more, you turn around. You have to sit there and stop your thoughts, stop the negativity that's coming in, and turn around. Because you start to see the Two of Cups, the healing, beautiful love that is coming in your life. And you protect yourself. You sit there and you say, you know what? Enough is enough. I have this boundary that I'm putting up. I'm protecting my solar plexus. I have my feet firmly planted on the ground. And I'm moving forward in my knowledge, in my understanding. My angels are guiding me. I'm leaving something behind, which would be this discord, which would be this disharmony in the symphony that is your life. And you're starting to hear your truth, your peace. It's as if things start to be put right. That note gets fixed. Kind of almost because you have stepped away. And you have said, you know what, I'm taking care of me. This isn't selfish. This isn't self-centered. This isn't you negating your responsibilities and saying, you know what, everybody else fend for themselves. If you have people who are reliant on you, you absolutely take care of them. But this is also you saying, you know what, in my soul, in myself, because cups are emotional, our emotions here, I'm going to start and stop looking at what hasn't been done and start looking at everything that I have done, because you're actually going to shock yourself, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And you're going to see all the beauty, all the joy, all this transformation that comes in. And it's going to bring you, I just feel as if a weight has been lifted off. I felt as if my heart was it was hurt from this. And then the shield was put up and you walked away and everything became lighter. And now you know what it is that you want. You know where it is that you're going. And you might sit there and say, Dana, I don't. Well, you have your reason and your understanding. You know what it is that you don't want from life. And you know your joy. Okay, you know what makes you feel happy. And that's bringing you one step closer. But this is you firmly setting almost a resolution to yourself and saying, I am not being pulled down by anybody anymore. I am not living in other people's discord. I am not letting others take away my happiness. Cutting through doubt and fears. Knowing your mind. Looking at the big picture. Kind of moving 5 steps ahead. Think of this here as a chessboard. And saying, where is it that I want to be? Because you want to be in prosperity, in love, in happiness, in joy. And looking at the big picture and seeing things start to change. Finally start to change. And this feeling of almost oppression is lifted. And it becomes that you can protect what it is that is most important to you. And that's knowing your mind, that's freedom of self, that's freedom of expression, and that's prosperity. Wealth, your harvest coming in. The harmony being set correctly. The music being fixed, and things start to move forward. And the stags here are a sign of majesty. You start to move forward in majesty of self. And things start to happen quickly and beautifully. Your subconscious message is the Page of Swords. This is being a student of what it is that you desire. Taking in these messages, because the pages are also messenger cards. Taking in these messages, knowing what it is that you want. Knowing your mind, learning and experiencing. Your soul wants to go from student to master. But you are still gaining this understanding. And there is something that is going to happen from October 1st to the 10th that is going to make you really know what it is that you want. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And it is going to be beautiful. All right? It was an absolute pleasure reading for you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.